Son, leave it alone, please. Son. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? What's going on? Yeah, I got my little one with me today, so but it's cool. You know how I start this. You know how I start this. I rep for a few things. Um, I like to shout out my homeboy King Cooley. If y'all don't know him, y'all go get this.
One zip ain't enough. Ain't enough. 230s with a switch on it. One clip ain't enough. One brick ain't enough. One bitch ain't enough. In the city with 100 plays. No week ain't enough.
Not enough. Go. Get on. Yeah, it's not enough. That's my boy King Cooley. Go cop that. It's on. You can find it on YouTube for the video. This, that, and the third. As you can see, I got my son with me. So that's what intervenes to this situation right here. What are we dealing with? And what do I mean by that? Okay, we first have to start this off by having a seat. Welcome, people. Have a seat. Meaning we have to deal with the five. We have to deal with the 5 levels of healing. And dealing with that, we're dealing with the overlooked importance of motherhood compared to motherhood of mothers, and how we as true fathers differ from true mothers. So the 5 levels of healing is mental, spiritual, emotional, physical, and financial. I gotta feed him. He's doing too much. So these are the 5 things we're dealing with, and so being when we deal with those things, we come across a lot. And that's my motto for this year, is to understand where we as a people have to heal. And it's not just healing like saying, any scar, anything of that nature, and then of that importance. Any scar, any things of that nature of that importance. We have to understand where we are coming from. A lot of us don't know how to heal. A lot of us don't understand nothing about healing. So we're stuck in a way that we can't figure out. So I'm gonna have to end. Hold on. Never mind. I'll deal with this. Okay. So healing. Okay, everything starts with the mental healing. If we don't start with a mental healing, then nothing else will work. It all starts in the way we think and the way we formulate thoughts. And in order for us to do that, we have to change the way we think. We can't go off of we can't just go off of what people say, what people might think of us. We have to go off of what we think and what we think of ourselves. See, in this world, in this day and time, when we think so much about we think so much about what other people think. Boy, I'm about to beat you, boy. Stop, please. We so busy worrying about what other people think about us, we don't even know what we think about ourselves. And with that being said, we formulate our thoughts and channels around the world instead of us. So this has not been, how can I put it? This has not been, let me say, an easy formation. It's not been an easy transition. It took me some years to figure this out. I'm not going to reveal my age. Probably people already know. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm glad I'm here to this day and able to speak to y'all. But as I was saying, when we're dealing with mental healing, a lot of people hear mental health and things of that nature, and then they feel like, oh, he's crazy. You know how that goes. But that's not the sense. All of us needs mental healing. We might be going through forms of anxiety, depression. We might be dealing with our own demons and things of that nature that we don't even know how to function with. So I'm here to help you. So I took an initiative upon myself to learn myself and become in tune with myself. Therefore, when I became in tune with myself, I was able to deal with other people and what they did and how they think and how they feel. I became more in tune with them. Sometimes we don't even take that into initiative. So with that being said, what we ourselves have to do is we have to start thinking better. So what you will ask yourself, this is what you will ask yourself: what is my issue? What is my problem? We can't keep blaming other people on our issues and our problems, because it starts with us. We always have a choice in life, and your choice is what matters. Whether it's in a relationship that you feel is mentally draining you, why are you in that relationship? Are you in that relationship for financial gains, or because you feel like you don't know nothing else to do? So at the end of the day, you're at fault, right? If we get in trouble, we're at fault. We have to put the blame where it's supposed to be, and it starts and ends with us. So what we need to do as a people, hold on, let me do this right quick. And I apologize. So apologize for that small interruption. Don't mind my background, please mind your business. But this is my thing right here. We have to start putting the blame where the blame is supposed to be. A lot of times we don't put the blame where the blame is supposed to be. What we do is we'll sit here and say, oh, because they did this, they did that. That's not true. And then because what they did is what you did. We could go through the steps. Like I said, it's the 5 stages of healing, but I want to start with our mental, because everything resonates, I didn't know I was suffering from depression. I didn't know I was suffering from abandonment. I didn't know I was suffering mentally until I was by myself and forced to face myself. Yeah, I've been locked up years and years and years, but I never took the time to look in within myself and find out a lot of the reasons of why I do what I do and why I acted the way I acted coming up. So there's a thing that I'm trying to put it so the people won't feel scared or something. It's a regimen or thing that you can do called shadow working. Shadow working is nothing but revealing what's in the shadows, the things that you hide, the things that you had pushed down inside of yourself and trying to suppress. So those things that we suppressed are on the back burner, and it's like putting a Band-Aid over the wound. Is it truly healing it? Because you got to take the Band-Aid off one day, and as the wound really heals, you still see the scar, so it's still there. It's still a reminder. The only way we truly heal is we add things to it. We address it. We put cocoa butter on it. We get a little tin. We might tattoo over it to hide it, but we address it. So what you need to do, let me rephrase that. I'm not going to say need to do. What you should do is address your issues. Address what caused this and what caused that. Meaning, it's touchy subjects. Whether you were molested as a child, did that trigger something in your adulthood to feel like you was less than what you are? To feel if you were female, most females become promiscuous because they feel like they was nothing. That's all they was worth, because that's all they was told while they was getting molested. That's all they were was for sex. So that resonated in their head and that stuck in their brain to the point where that's all they knew and that's all they accepted. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, we have to address that and readjust to that. We have to face our darkness. We have to face our darkness and bring it out to the light so it could die out. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot that I had to learn dealing growing up. I'm like the baby of the family. So with me being a baby of the family, what I did was I started recognizing what I was doing throughout my life. Wow, you know, how bad little boy did. And I had to realize, man, I wasn't really bad. I was just crying for attention. I was looking for something I wasn't getting. So I showed out so I could get the attention that I felt like I was lacking. You know? And then it took me years, man, in my 40s, man, to realize that. Then when I speak on it, it's like, oh, wow. So now I go to another step of my healing. I'm healing mentally, the way I think. Some people say, oh, you don't give a fuck about shit. I give a fuck about a lot. What I don't give a fuck about is shit that doesn't affect me personally and what doesn't affect things that are surrounded with me. You see this little dude right here? The way I think, the way I act, the way I think, the way I act, it affects him and he affects me because this is my heartbeat. This came from me. This is all me. So I have to care about that. And if my decisions doesn't have anything including him and his well-being, which generates my well-being because he's what makes me happy, then what's the point? My thing is to make it for him. So I live for him. I breathe for him. I live and die for my seed. He doesn't understand that right now, but I do as I've grown older. So my thing is this: if it's not saying if you're not doing that for me, I'm not fucking with it. You can say it like that, and it's the truth. But what is it that you want to deal with you? You looking for things. You looking for a person to take care of you. I'm not looking for nobody to take care of me. I'm not looking for nobody to take care of me. What I'm looking for is a peace of mind, a sense of peace, a womb of peace, a boundary of peace, of love and truth. I have to love myself. I can't give it to nobody else if I don't know it myself. So with that being said, me and I brought up my son, which is my baby. I love him to life. This goes into my topic. My topic is, which y'all probably wasn't paying attention, and most of y'all not, because y'all not on here watching, but y'all will see this. I see I got one watcher. I need people to comment, man. I need y'all to get in here, man. Tell your friends, show your friends, tell your friends, show your friends. This is for everybody, man. This isn't for me, man. This is for us. The overlooked importance of a motherhood, and how as we true fathers, different true mothers. And when I say true fathers, true mothers, those who are very active in their family and in their children's lives. If you're not active in your children's lives, then this is not for you. So let me explain why I came up with this topic, because it all resonates down to the five levels of healing. So what I was doing, that's your other shoe. Okay. So what I was doing, I was sitting thinking about, I get my son every night or whenever his mother is working. So this is how we got our pattern set up, where we look out for each other, and it's good. But the days that she's not working, I don't have them. Not because I don't want to, because that's just the way we got it set up. So I sat there and thought about it. I'm like, dang, I had him, like I picked him up, and I had him for the majority of the day. It'd be days that I have him, if I'm, whether I'm at work or not, because I can do that at my job. So there are days that I have him. So it was yesterday. I had her most of the day. She said she's tired. She needs some time. Me understanding as a woman and feel a new child, that what that means. So with that being said, I had him. So it's like, man, he was taking me through it for a little bit. And it's not the first time, but it didn't stick to me. Stop, please. It didn't stick to me until yesterday. How hard mothers have it. How hard mothers have it. And not only how hard mothers have it, I understand why they are bitter. I understand why they are the way they are. Because we as men, we're not the domesticated type. We're not the type that'll sit back and be like, oh, man, we finna sit in the house with the kids, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I don't think majority men can do it. I don't think It's not a lot of men. It's not. It's rare to have a single father. First of all, when I mean by single is that the mother is nowhere around, no helping in that. Because really, he's a single father. Okay, you're not in a relationship, cool, whatever. But you know, it's not like the mother's not there, or you don't have a partner. My thing is this: sitting here every day with a child, having to feed him, clothe him, wash him, take care of him as a baby until he's able to, him and her are able to do it themselves. Take a shower, wash, brush your teeth, do. The everyday task of being able to do this, on top of the fact that you want, in this day and time, we don't have the domesticated home. We don't have it where it's, son, we don't have it. We don't have it where the woman stays home, the man goes out and, the breadwinner. We don't have it like that in these days and time. But we know majority of the time the men say, oh, I want a home that's 50-50. No, you don't. Because you're not going to give her 50 and she's not going to give you 50. Meaning, she's not going to probably make as much as you do, and you're not going to put as much time it is to raise a family as she does. So it can never be 50-50. We can't. You talk about on a financial basis. That's it. But like I said, there's 5 levels of healing, my people. And we have to have these 5 levels of healing. If we don't have these 5 levels of healing, then what you're talking about is irrelevant. So let me get into it. Imagine your day like this: 9 to 5, 8 to 4, whatever your hours are, working a regular job. Not no hustling, none of that bullshit. Working a regular job. You have your child, right? You put them in daycare, or you get somebody to watch them. You come home, you pick up your child. You have to cook for that child if they're not up to the point. It doesn't matter. You have to buy the food. You have to supply the house. You have to take care of the home. After working those 8 long hours or better, some people work double shifts, have to make sure the child is doing everything. You have to do the homework. You have to make sure they ain't gonna wash themselves that night. They had to been ate. They had to been doing this. You had to do this. You had to do that. You had to, if they got an activity, you're on the sideline doing this, doing that. Can you do this every day of the week by yourself? And I know majority of you will lie and say, man, I can do that. That ain't no problem, bruh. Look at this. Watch this. California, what you doing? Say hey to the people. Say hey. Say hey. I haven't ate yet. I haven't ate all freaking day. I don't know how many times he's ate, but he doesn't stop eating. He doesn't stop growing. He doesn't stop being a baby. You see, look at him. This is what he does. I put him down. He wants. Matter of fact, watch this. Let's see if you do. I'm just trying to give y'all examples of real truth. Because and y'all can be mad at me. I don't care. Like I said, that's my part of my healing. That's my mental healing. You see, he's going to do what he want to do. Watch this. Get away. Get away from there. Get away from there. I only got one. Imagine they had a couple of them in here. Hey, California. No, come here. Get away from there. Come here. See what I'm saying? Imagine doing this every day of the week. Now he finna show out in a few seconds. Look. I'm trying to handle business. I consider myself handling the business, right? I consider myself trying to talk to the people. I'm doing this for y'all. A lot of y'all don't, I'm doing this for y'all. You see what I'm saying? And with me doing this for y'all, I'm taking away from him and his attention. He's seeking. He's looking for me to get attention. Can you do this every day of the week? I don't think so. You need that help. So what I'm getting at, hey, come here. Come here. Get away from there. Now. He's only one. And he's only one. See? There you go. He wants my attention. He doesn't want to sit there. Like, he can't do what he wants. He's not going to sit still. So, every day of the week can this be done? Impossible. I don't give a damn who you are. But my thing is this. This is the truth. This is me being a true father. I'm here with my son. I'm making sure he eats. I'm making sure he got clothes. His mother doesn't have to pack a bag. She doesn't have to drop anything off. Only thing I do is go pick him up, put him in the car seat, and I go home. You see what I'm saying? Everything she has at her home, I have at mine. So I prepared to be there for my son. Don't go over there no more. Go over to play the piano or something. Hey, get from over there. Get from over there. Everything that these are the things that I do. So, what I mean by I commend the mothers, because they deal with this on a daily basis. They deal with this from the beginning of time. But we as ourselves, we look at it as, man, we down when we not, the same way we say they don't big us up, we don't big them up neither. And I get why they don't care about us no more. Because the genuineness of this whole scenario, this whole thing is gone. I'm sorry, boo-boo. The genuineness of this whole thing is gone. Do we even care? Do we even care anymore? Do you even care that do you go to? It's not even about one day out of a month. I mean, a year, Valentine. Fuck that. Do you even care enough to go to the mother of your children and say, "Look, I got you. Go enjoy your day. I know you have it hard." I do that, and people look at, "Oh, you're with your baby moms. Y'all doing." Man, that shit is baloney. You feel me? That shit has nothing to do with nothing. You know why? You know why that has nothing to do with nothing? Because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a true father and as a caring father. To know how hard it is for this lady to give birth to my child. Allow me to do the things that I do. She's not hard on me. She doesn't ask for much. But she makes sure my son is straight. She makes sure he gets what he's needing, and she's nurturing, and she's loving. So to say, look, go take you some time off. I know he giving you a hard time. You ain't getting no rest. You got to work. Let me get my child. He's mine. Why wouldn't I want to do that? But you would rather go run around and say, yo, she got the kids. Now my kids are older. You're happy. But before they were older, how much were you involved in their life? And I'm going to salute y'all mothers. Sincerely salute y'all mothers. For the fact that y'all are doing what y'all doing. I love y'all, man. The very being of who y'all are. I love what y'all do for our children. I love what y'all do for our children. I know it's not easy. And I hate to say it's a rarity of having guys like me who understand this part, who are involved in their child's life. I'm sad. I'm sorry that there's not more people that are involved in their children's life. I'm sorry. But with that being said, we have to learn how to not be so bitter and taking out our anger for the mishaps of what the next person does, or is it the next person is doing or not doing. So what I would ask from y'all mothers is, stop putting energy into something that y'all have no control over. If the father of your children is not doing what he's supposed to do, don't let it get you down. Don't be bitter about it. Don't try to hold it against him to the point where you're doing everything to make his life bitter because you're feeling bitter. What you need to do is regroup with yourself. Find your peace. Find who you are. Once you find out who you are, everything else becomes obsolete. Give them one option. Be there or don't. If you're not there, then don't even act like we exist anymore. I ain't saying don't put him on child support, this, that, and third, but if he wants to be around, yeah, you're going to support that child. Put him on child support if he wants to be around. But if he wants nothing to do with you, make it so there's no way he has any contact with you, has anything to do with you. So, but the moment he wants to be involved with your children, he needs to be supportive of that child. More than just financially, you need to be involved. If not, there's no need, because we are able to take care of who we need to take care of. I know it would be hard for a man to do this, to just take care. We can't be thoughts, we can't be dogs. That's what y'all would say we are. But it's not that, but we're not equipped to do that. We're not mentally equipped to do that. Y'all are stronger mentally and deal with a lot. We make it easier by being involved. So what I ask on this journey for mental healing, start with the mind frame of finding your peace. Finding who you are. Finding what makes you happy. Not nobody else make you happy. What do you feel will make you happy? And that's the only way we're going to make it. You see what I'm saying? My son makes me happy, but I'm still on that journey to actually know what is happiness. So I'm mentally, mindfully healing, because I've been done wrong. We all been done wrong, male and female. Men don't talk about it that much, but we have been done wrong too. So mentally, what I'm doing is trying to, weed through the BS and when I recognize it, dislocate from it. Communication is another thing. What we take in and regurgitate, what we take in and allow into our minds is the same thing. You have to be a diet on that, just like you are a diet on trying to weight gain and control who you are physically. That's another thing. That's another transition. Once we lock out this mental healing, then we can move on to the next, which more than likely will be the emotional healing. We have to heal emotionally. Then we're going to go to the spiritual. Then we're going to go to the physical. I feel like we might go to the financial healing. But anything, man, leave a comment, like this video. You can catch it on my page, the Have a Seat page, if you missed it. YouTube page, Have a Seat, if you missed it. Log in, subscribe to it, get that, you know what I'm saying? Have a seat, get that. If you have to go back to these things, any questions, anything you want to discuss, any opinion you want to give me, anything that you want to ask me, I'm here for it. I'm here for it, man. Let's heal, family. Let's heal, man, because we don't heal ourselves, we're not going to heal each other. We got to heal each other. If we don't do that, then it's over for us, man. If it's over for us, man, let's heal, people. Let's get these wounds. Let's treat these wounds. Let's put the cocoa butter on it, the shea butter on it, the olive oils. Let's put all the things that can heal us. Let's get the herbs on it. Let's rub it out. Let's get our youthfulness back. Let's get our happiness back. Let's enjoy life. We don't have but one to live. Let's enjoy it. Let's be considerate of each other. Stop trying to want to kill each other, want to be bitter against each other, want to hate all these things that consume us inside and out. We walk around looking like hags because we walk around with the weight of our shoulders. So we walk around slumped up. We don't walk with pride. We're so busy looking at our phones, we don't even see what's in front of us because we're so busy looking down at our feet, dragging. We miss out on life. We miss out on opportunities, and they there for us. I'll leave you with that.
The music in his prescription, he ain't expressing the feeling, cause no one ever won't listen. The brain is his addiction. Hey, let me paint you a picture, a dealer dangerous nigga. He fill you with ammunition, he tryna heal a condition. The music in his prescription, he ain't expressing the feeling.
My baby sleep, so we about to go. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Kisses, loves. This was good. This was a good video. I see y'all next time. I don't know when that be. Might be tomorrow, might be the day after, might be in a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for guests to put up on here. So, for me to invite. Let's do it, people, man. What y'all want to do, man? Just talk to me, man. Let's talk, people. Have a seat, man. Let's see what's going on. You feel me?